Hey guys, EdogPlays here, bringing you guys another video. Today we're hopping back into Tap Titans 2 for part 80 of this series. I hope you guys are having an absolutely wonderful day. Today we are going to hop right into it. As you can see in the top left hand corner, there is a raid active, so we're going to go ahead and do some of those battles. And I'm still just absolutely blown away with yesterday's video, with the results that we got, the performance, you know, from yesterday's video with the tournament and stuff like that. I'm still so blown away with that. We are now above max stage 10,000. It's such a good feeling. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, the best thing really is that now when I prestige, I don't have to purchase any of the heroes. When I prestige, everything is going to be already pre-purchased for me, and that's something I'm really looking forward to. It's going to make my runs a lot quicker. I haven't actually played that much since yesterday's video, so we're basically going to be, you know, continuing from where we left off. But today I am going to be playing a little bit, trying to get our Book of Shadows up, because as you guys can see, it is hurting. We're at 44%, give or take a little bit. So we're still doing, it's not good, but it's definitely a lot better than what yesterday's video was. I believe we were at lowest like 12 or 14% Book of Shadows, so super poorly there. But you know, we can definitely get that up again, shooting for around 60 to 70 going into a tournament. I find that is good for me, I guess, you know, kind of a happy medium, because as soon as you go higher than that, it takes, you know, you're getting like between 1 to 2 prestiges every, or 1 to 2% every prestige. So you're just ending up sitting there for hours and hours trying to grind to like 90% or whatever it is. But we're gonna go ahead, and before we actually do a prestige, because we will be doing a prestige here fairly soon, we're gonna wait to our abilities to wear off and then reactivate them, and then we're gonna go ahead and start working on the raid here. So we're gonna go ahead and do some of these battles. So low jack, well, the only thing we can attack is the left hand, so we're gonna go ahead and use all of our decks today, which is something that we really haven't been able to do for, I believe, a couple episodes now, is actually use our decks the way that they were built. Because lately, I mean, sometimes we'll go on and the head's already destroyed, and then it's like, well, I have 2 head decks, so what do I do now? Or, you know what I mean, like I have the limbs deck. It's like, well, the only limb that is still good, that still has health, is one that I can't attack. Or, you know what I mean, like I've just had quite a few of those lately, and I'm glad we have basically a fresh Titan. You know, there's been a little bit of damage done to it, but nothing insane, nothing that, you know, is breaking, you know. So it all has armor, so we're definitely going to be not using Razorwind today. We're going to be using Fragmatize, obviously. Nearly 600,000 damage. I don't know what we actually upgraded, but that is way better than what it was before. Nearly 600,000. Absolutely insane. All 600 taps, which is what you obviously want. So we're gonna go ahead and submit that score, and I'm really happy about that. As you guys can see, that's really good. That's probably our highest score ever, so quite happy about that. But we are running out of mana here fairly quickly, so we're going to go and activate these. Probably don't have enough for that, so we'll go ahead and do that and hopefully get a little bit further. I mean, we're not super far away from our max stage, but I wouldn't mind getting a little bit closer. But our max stage is 10,155, so we're still, you know, 250 stages, 240 stages away from our max, which I definitely think we can do a little bit better than that. Let's make sure we're using ranged, good. Pet quests, I didn't dispatch them, unfortunately, so we're gonna do this ×3 Hand of Midas gold. I'm gonna re-roll that one because we don't even really use Hand of Midas. When we do, we just purchase it and keep it at level 1, so we're not gonna go ahead and do that one. ×5 fairy gold. I do tap all of the fairies. Porter, stages skip by Porter, perfect. And ×2 all damage, which is in a quest, which is super unfortunate, but we'll go ahead and re-roll that. Spell hero damage I'll take, but we're also going to go ahead and reroll again, so we don't have to deal with heavenly strike damage, and then we'll go ahead and activate all that. Perfect. So we got all of our, you know, quests set out, but we are going to go into do a prestige because we are struggling to pass this level. I don't really know why, but we're struggling, so I'm going to go ahead and do a prestige. So we are still getting 9 trillion relics, which is really good. I'm happy with that. Went from 44% all the way up to 55, an 11% increase. That's perfect. I'm really happy to see that. That's great. So it's not even going to take us. Oh no. So it turns out that you actually need to be above stage 10,000 when you prestige. It's not something that you unlock all of a sudden. It's when you prestige, you have to be above max stage 10,000, which isn't going to be an issue in a little bit, but for these, you know, couple prestiges leading up to the next tournament, maybe a little difficult, because I mean, right now our max is only 100 stages or 150 stages above that requirement, and I don't always get there. You know, even today, like, I was struggling a little bit. Normally I would go maybe a little bit longer, try to go, you know, a little bit further, but it was taking a decent amount of time to actually clear that stage, so I just moved on. But that obviously wasn't the right thing to do, because now we have to buy everything. It doesn't take a super long time. I'm kind of overreacting, but you know, it's still a good thing to note. You know, even though I passed stage 10,000 once, it doesn't mean I unlock it forever. So we always need to pass stage 10,000 to get that. So it's not something that I'm going to be like, oh my god, I need to spend another 30 minutes trying to get to stage 10,000 just to have this, because as you saw, it took like 30-45 seconds to go ahead and tap all of the heroes, unlock them all. So it's not something I'm really concerned about at all, but just something to keep in mind. Still have 3 attacks, obviously. So this one is going to be our limb deck. So we're going to be focusing on the hand, shoulder, and right leg. So this is what we found personally works best for us. We've done, you know, just hand, just shoulder, hand, and just leg. Like, this is literally what we found best. You know, maybe it's different for each Titan, I'm not too sure, but normally we can get 600 or very, very close to 600 taps with this deck. Sometimes it's, you know, a couple, like 20 short, 10 to 20 short. But hopefully we can get all 600 taps here, because that's just going to give us the most amount of damage possible. And normally we can, but sometimes with this deck we just can't. So again, you know, like 22 short, so not too bad, but still could have got a little bit more damage if we would have hit all 600 attacks or taps. It would have been really helpful. But 450,000 damage, still absolutely amazing. No complaints there. But like I said, I mean, we could have got a little bit extra if we would have had, you know, like I said, another 22 taps to finish and, you know, hit every single tap. That would have been perfect. But I am still really looking forward. Again, I feel like we're always going to be doing this. We're going to be kind of trapped in a cycle. We're always going to be waiting for a crafting shard tournament to actually finish or get another equipment piece from the Ancient Warrior set. So like I said in, you know, yesterday's video after the tournament, I'm going to be saving this again for another crafting shards tournament, because I want to do good in those ones. Those are the ones that really count, and those are the ones that actually allow us to purchase things like this equipment piece set. You know, we wouldn't be doing this if we weren't getting if we didn't get 120 crafting, or we got 80 crafting shards from yesterday's tournament. So it's definitely helping a lot that I'm putting in a ton of effort, a ton of time and things like that into that specific tournament, compared to the next one, maybe skill points that are, you know, hero weapons or scrolls or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? These are the tournaments that we really need to try and really need to do good. But I mean, everyone is thinking that, right? Everyone is thinking they really need to do good in this crafting shard tournament, because they want to complete their mythic sets or their legendary sets or whatever they're working on. Everyone wants crafting shards, you know what I mean? Not everyone wants skill points too and things like that, but you know, the hero weapons and things like that, they're just little bonuses. The crafting shards, they play a huge part, and that's why they're so popular. And that's why, I mean, I'm specifically waiting for them, because if we get another 80, I mean, we may even be able to craft another piece after this one. So, you know, it's just going to keep being a cycle. You know, we're going to spend some crafting shards right as the tournament starts, but we're also going to go ahead and gain time when this tournament finishes, because we did really good in the tournament. So it's kind of a trade-off. But 378,000 damage, you know, this one's okay. Definitely isn't my best deck, but still 378,000 damage, 600 taps, which is what I guess really matters. We're getting all the taps, we're getting the damage, you know, as much as we possibly can. So that's, I guess, what really counts here. I'm really happy they started this tournament, or this, what is it called, raid, a little bit later. So I did get all the attacks, and they just recently started it. So this is perfect. So I'll be able to wake up tomorrow and, you know, have some attacks ready to go and things like that. But we're gonna have all 4 attacks, which is something that, you know, sometimes when I make videos, it's like, oh, I'm 4 attacks late, I missed the first 4 attacks, which really does suck. And, you know, I hate to do that to, you know, the people that are really trying in the raids and things like that. But they did say in the clan chat that this one maybe just be like a throwaway one, practice, things like that, because this is going to be very difficult to complete. So who knows, maybe we will complete it. We probably won't, if they're assuming that we won't. You know, I don't know much about the raids specifically. You know, I know we're tier 3, I think we are tier 3, I think we are. So, you know, I don't know as much as they do. If they think this one is going to be very difficult, it's obviously probably going to be pretty difficult. And I'm not contributing a ton. You know, I'm only max stage 10,000, where some of these guys are 80,000, 90,000 probably even. So I'm not as big as they are, and I'm not doing as much damage as they are. So, I mean, me missing a raid or missing the first 4 attacks compared to, you know, one of our top players missing the first 4 attacks, is obviously a huge difference. Yes, I need to be putting in as much effort as I possibly can and things like that, of course, and that's what I'm trying to do. But my 400,000 damage compared to their possibly like 2 million damage, definitely a big difference. So 417,000 damage with all 600 attacks. So it looks like we can get 600 taps on all three of our decks, besides obviously the limb one where we have big gaps, right? I mean, we're going from leg to arm to shoulder, so there's a lot to cover there. So it is a little difficult to get all taps. If I swipe too fast, sometimes it doesn't register and things like that. So we can get all of our 600 taps on most of our decks, which is good. And we're getting a decent amount of damage now, nearly 600,000 damage. Or was it 600 or 500,000 damage on the one deck? I think it was 500,000. So that's really good to see. I'm happy with that. You know, it's been a grind, you know, this tournament, this raid things, learning all the strats and things like that have been not difficult or anything like that, because there's a lot of videos. Soul Rises specifically has helped a lot and things like that in terms of making the decks. You guys have helped a lot in, you know, in the comments, letting me know what decks are good, which ones aren't, things like that. It's really been a huge help, and I can't say thank you guys enough. But if you take a look at our daily rewards, tomorrow is going to be 10 crafting shards, and I am so pumped for that, because obviously that's every bit of crafting shards that we can possibly get is going to really help. We got a skill point today, which I am still saving until we can reset with the new event. Has been a really long time since we've had an event, and you know, I don't think they're gonna stop making them. I just think they're taking a bit of a break, maybe adjusting it, maybe making it a lot different. Who really knows? But hopefully they're coming back soon so I can go ahead and reset my skill tree, because right now I'm in a bit of a predicament where I don't want to reset it because it's going to cost me so many diamonds. And when you do have the event and you purchase the pass, you get minus 75% you know, reset costs. So it costs a lot less, and I mean, why would I not wait till the 75%? Normally it only takes a couple weeks or even a week for it to reset. So this one's a little bit different, but hopefully we will still get another pass and get a chance to reset it. We got Nova here for all damage. That's probably going to be the one I'm going to purchase here. Cerberus melee hero specifically. Polly's all gold, and Harker is spell hero. So what we're going to do is we're going to purchase Nova today, get a boost to, you know, all damage. I mean, that's including pet, clanship, everything, right? So that is going to be definitely a nice boost to get. So we're going to go ahead and claim some of those pets there and activate that. But guys, with that being said, I'm gonna have to go ahead and end today's video here. If you guys have enjoyed another Tap Times 2 video, be sure to go and smash the like button and subscribe so you guys don't miss any more daily content. I know this one was a little bit shorter, but I've said this multiple times before. I want to make the videos as long as I need to, right? I don't want to overextend it, and I don't want to cut it short. So I'm going to make the videos as long as I need to. I feel like we got everything accomplished today. We got our Book of Shadows up quite a bit. We talked about, you know, things like the raid decks. We got a really, really good raid score that I'm super, super happy about. So that's great. And, you know, I feel like we accomplished a lot today. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.